Everything you just watched was made inside one Claude chat. No design app, no video editor, no second tab. I'm building a perfume brand today. It's called VESPERA, and it doesn't exist. That's the point. There's no product, no photography, no studio, no model, no footage, nothing to start from except a name. By the end of this video, that name will have a hero product shot, a full campaign angle set, a cinematic ad, a campaign face that stays identical across every asset, a vertical cut ready to post, and a performance score before anything goes live. One connector does all of it, and every step happens on screen. Let's build. This is the only setup in the entire video. Claude on its own can describe a product ad. It can't make one. The Higgsfield MCP is what changes that. It's the official connector that gives Claude actual hands, so it can generate media and drop the files straight into your working folder. In Claude, go to Settings, then Connectors. Plus icon, top right. Name it Higgsfield. In the URL field, paste exactly this, mcp.higgsfield.ai/mcp. Add. Now hit connect. Claude asks for permission. Click allow. People skip that last click and then wonder why nothing generates. Plus icon again, and there it is. Connected. No API key, no config file, no terminal. And Claude now has the full Higgsfield model stack behind it. GPT Image 2 for stills, Seedance 2.0 for video, Soul for characters, and here's the part that matters. Claude picks between them itself. I don't specify a model once in this entire video. The same endpoint works in Claude Code, OpenClaw, Hermes, Manus, and Cursor, so drop it into your MCP server's config and you're live there too. Now, most people open a tool like this and immediately type, "Make me a cool product photo," and that's why the output looks like stock. So step 1 isn't generating anything, it's making Claude decide what this brand actually is, so every asset after it inherits the same DNA. I'm launching a perfume brand called VESPERA. Positioning, dark, minimal, expensive feeling, aimed at 25 to 40-year-olds who buy fragrance as a signature, not a trend. Write me a short creative direction, visual world, color palette, lighting language, materials, and 3 tagline options. And look at what comes back: matte black glass, low warm key light, wet stone and brushed metal, deep amber accents. That's the spec sheet for every prompt I'm about to write. First asset, and I'm walking straight into the thing that kills AI product work: text. Most tools make a beautiful bottle and then the label reads VESPERA in melted letters. And once a client spots that, they stop trusting anything else you put in front of them. So I'm not going easy. Black glass, already reflective and difficult with fine printed text on it. Premium product photograph of a perfume bottle, matte black rectangular glass, brushed brass cap, the word VESPERA printed in fine serif type across the front of the bottle, wet dark stone surface, single warm key light from the left, deep shadow on the right, photorealistic 4K editorial fragrance campaign. Use Higgsfield AI. Now watch this bit because this is the whole idea behind the MCP. I never said which model to use. Claude read that prompt, worked out it needed pixel-perfect text rendering on a reflective surface, and routed it to GPT Image 2 on its own, and Higgsfield is the only place an agent can reach that model. It's done. Let me get right into the label. Clean, every letter and the type sits on the glass with correct reflection instead of floating on top of it. That's a product page image. Today, no retouching pass. But one image is never a launch. A real product page needs a hero, a detail shot, and a lifestyle frame, and they all have to look like the same product. That's the second place AI campaigns fall apart. You generate 3 images and get 3 slightly different bottles. So I'm building the whole set inside the same conversation. Same VESPERA bottle, keep the proportions, cap and label placement identical. Generate a macro detail shot, extreme close-up on the brass cap and the top third of the label, shallow depth of field, single warm light. Use Higgsfield AI, same bottle again, unchanged. Now a lifestyle frame, the bottle on a dark marble bathroom counter at night, city lights blurred through a window behind it, warm reflection on the glass. Use Higgsfield AI, pull back, hero, macro, lifestyle. Same bottle in all 3, same cap, same type, same weight of light. That's a launch grid, and it took 2 messages. Images are the easy half. Video is where these tools embarrass themselves, products warp mid-clip, labels smear off the surface, so I'm animating the hero shot, and watch what I'm not doing here. I'm not exporting the image, not downloading it, not re-uploading it into a video tool. I'm just pointing at it in my next message in the same conversation. Animate this hero image. Slow cinematic dolly push in toward the bottle. A single drop of amber liquid runs down the glass in slow motion. The warm key light stays exactly consistent. The VESPERA label stays sharp and readable from the first frame to the last. 10 seconds. Use Higgsfield AI. And there's the routing again. The image request went to GPT Image 2. The video request goes to Cdance 2.0, multi-shot generation with native audio sync. And I still haven't named a model in a single prompt. Now stay on the label the entire clip. No blur, no drift, no melting. And the light behaves, the key stays on the left, and the reflection travels across the glass properly as the camera moves. That shot is a lighting setup, a macro lens, a motorized slider, and a half-day rate. It was one sentence, and the file is already in my folder. The next asset is the one people don't expect a tool like this to handle: atmosphere. No product hero, no talent, no dialogue, just the world the brand lives in. And it's the hardest thing to shoot cheaply because it's all location and lighting. Cinematic first-person walk through an empty luxury fragrance boutique at night. Dark polished stone floors, backlit glass shelving, deep amber accent lighting, slow, steady forward camera movement, no people in frame. Editorial, moody, expensive. 12 seconds. Use Higgsfield AI. Same class of result, generated from a text prompt inside a chat window. That clip is a location scout, a permit, a gimbal operator, and a lighting crew. It was one prompt, and it matches the creative direction we wrote at the start, because that direction is still sitting in this chat and every prompt is inheriting it. Now the problem that quietly ruins most AI campaigns? Generate a model 10 times and you get 10 different people. Each one looks fine on its own, but put them in a campaign grid and it collapses immediately. And that inconsistency is exactly what people mean when they say something looks AI. Soul character training solves it. You give it reference images once, Higgsfield trains a reusable character from them, and after that you can call that same person into anything you generate. Train a soul character from these reference images. Name it VESPERA Face. I'll be reusing this character across the whole campaign. Use Higgsfield AI. Generate an editorial portrait of the VESPERA face holding the VESPERA bottle. Dark studio, single warm key light from the left, deep shadow, same color world as the product shots. Use Higgsfield AI. Same character again, now on a wet city street at night. Amber streetlight, coat collar up, bottle not in frame. Use Higgsfield AI. Same person, different scenes, different lighting, still unmistakably the same face. Do it 100 times and it stays that person. That's what turns a folder of images into a campaign. Everything so far has been one asset per message. Now, I'm going to hand Claude the entire job in a single prompt and just sit here and watch, because normally this exact deliverable is 4 separate tools and 4 handoffs. Using the VESPERA direction from earlier in this chat, do the following in order. 1. Write a 15-second UGC-style ad script for the fragrance. 2. Generate a product hero image that matches that script. 3. Animate that image into a 10-second video ad. 4. Reformat it into a vertical 9:16 cut with subtitles, ready for Reels. Use Higgsfield AI for all media. Scripts written. Hero image generating. GPT Image 2 again, still didn't ask for it. Video building off that exact image, not a new one. Cdance 2.0, now it's reframing to vertical. And here's the shot I actually want you to see. This is my working directory, not a preview panel, not a download queue, my folder on my machine. Script, image, horizontal ad, vertical cut, and they landed there while I watched. Let me open the 9:16. Vertical, subtitles already burned in, upload ready, no editor has ever touched this file. That package is what a creative agency bills $2,000 to $5,000 a month for on retainer. That was one message and about 4 minutes. Last step, and it's the one I'd run on anything before publishing. The Virality Predictor takes a clip up to 15 seconds and gives you a hook score, a hold rate, and an attention heat map showing which regions of the brain the video is firing at. moment by moment. Plain version, it tells you where people scroll away before you've spent the post finding out. Run virality prediction on this vertical cut. Give me the hook score, hold rate, the attention heat map, and specific fixes to make before I publish. Use Higgsfield AI, hook score, hold rate, and there it is. The first 2 seconds flagged as too slow. The bottle doesn't appear fast enough, so people are gone before the product they'd actually buy shows up. That's a fix I can send straight back into the same chat that built the video. Regenerate the vertical cut. Open on the VESPERA label filling the entire frame, then pull back to reveal the full bottle. Faster open, everything else identical. Use Higgsfield AI. Version 1, version 2, first 3 seconds. Completely different opening, and I didn't guess at it. The data told me what was wrong, and the same conversation fixed it. So VESPERA started this video as a word. It now has a hero product shot, a cinematic product ad, a consistent campaign face, a UGC script, a vertical cut ready to upload, and a performance score telling me how it's going to land. All of it in one chat, and nothing was exported or re-uploaded at any point in this video. My honest verdict, it isn't perfect. You'll re-roll prompts, and the heavier video models burn credits faster than you'd like. But the thing that keeps getting me is that the files just show up. You describe the next step and it's in your folder. No exporting, no tool switching, no losing your place halfway through a build. That's the part that actually changes how much you ship in a day. You get free credits when you sign up, so you can run this exact build yourself before deciding whether it's for you. Setup is 30 seconds Claude, settings, connectors, paste the link. It's first in the description and pinned in the comments. Go build something. I want to see what you make with it.